Who was America's first millionaire? Ever heard the name John Jacob Astor? This question takes us back to the year 1763, to the humble beginnings of a young man in the small village of Waldorf, Germany. Born in a time of great uncertainty and change, John Jacob Astor was a beacon of ambition and dreams. His humble beginnings were not a setback but a stepping stone towards a path that was destined for greatness. At the tender age of 17, Astor made a brave decision that forever altered the course of his life. He left his homeland and embarked on a journey across the Atlantic, with little more than dreams and untamed ambition. America, the land of opportunity, was his destination, and his journey to fortune had just begun. Upon his arrival, Astor ventured into the fur trade, an industry that was in its infancy. His ability to see potential where others saw risk was an early testament to his business acumen. He didn't merely join the fur trade, he revolutionized it, setting the stage for an empire that would span across the American frontier. Astor wasn't just a fur trader, he was an opportunist, a visionary. He saw opportunities where others didn't. He saw a future in the fur trade when others dismissed it as a fleeting trend. His keen eye for business and unwavering faith in his vision were the driving forces behind his early success. Astor's ability to seize opportunities even in the face of adversity set the foundation for his rise to prominence. Life wasn't always easy for Astor. He faced challenges and setbacks, but he never let them deter him from his path. He was a man of unwavering determination, a man who believed in his vision and was willing to do whatever it took to turn his dreams into reality. From a young immigrant to a successful fur trader, Astor was just getting started. His humble beginnings were just the first chapter in a story of ambition, perseverance, and success, a story that would eventually lead to him becoming America's first millionaire. Astor's ambition was not restricted to fur. He had his eyes on a much grander prize. John Jacob Astor was a man of exceptional foresight. He saw something in the rough and tumble streets of early 19th century New York City that others did not. He saw a city that would grow, expand, and flourish into an economic powerhouse. And he decided to invest in it. In the early days of his career, Astor was deeply involved in the fur trade. However, he soon realized that the real gold mine lay not in the pelts of animals, but in the ground beneath his feet, New York City's real estate. His intuition told him that this bustling, chaotic city was on the brink of an unprecedented boom, and he wanted to be right in the center of it. So he began to buy. He bought land, properties, and buildings, investing heavily in real estate. Astor's vision was not just to own a few pieces of property, he envisioned an empire built on the back of New York City's growth, and he was right. The city grew at an exponential rate. Its population swelled, its economy thrived. And as New York City expanded, so did Astor's real estate empire. The value of his properties skyrocketed. His wealth grew, ballooning into a fortune that was unparalleled at that time. But it wasn't just about the money for Astor. It was about the thrill of the game, the exhilaration of risk-taking, the satisfaction of seeing a vision come to life. Astor was a businessman, yes, but he was also a visionary, a risk-taker, a man who dared to dream big and had the courage to follow through. His acumen in identifying the potential of New York City and his boldness in investing in its future laid the foundation for his vast fortune. His vision, his daring, and his business acumen were the cornerstones of his success. As the city grew, so did Astor's wealth. But his journey was not without its challenges. Even the greatest of journeys are fraught with obstacles. For Astor, it was no different. John Jacob Astor, a man destined to become America's first millionaire, faced a series of trials that would have deterred a lesser individual. With a burgeoning fur trade empire, Astor found himself confronted with the War of 1812. The war, which erupted between the United States and the British Empire, had a profound impact on Astor's business. It disrupted his fur trading routes, threatened his investments, and plunged his empire into uncertainty. But Astor was not a man to be easily defeated. He was a risk-taker, a visionary, and above all, a survivor. He viewed challenges as opportunities, not setbacks. And so, in the face of adversity, Astor did what he did best. He adapted. Recognizing the volatility of the fur trade, Astor began to shift his attention towards the burgeoning real estate market. He saw potential in the vast tracts of undeveloped land across New York. Astor's keen business acumen told him that these lands, if properly developed and managed, could yield substantial profits. His resilience paid off. Astor's real estate investments grew even as his fur trade dwindled. He became a prominent figure in the New York real estate scene, buying up properties and leasing them out for a substantial profit. This shift in focus allowed him to weather the storm that the War of 1812 had brought upon his business. But it wasn't just about surviving for Astor, it was about flourishing. And flourish he did. Despite the trials and tribulations, Astor emerged stronger, wealthier and more influential than ever before. His ability to adapt and persevere in the face of adversity is a testament to his business acumen and indomitable spirit. Astor's resilience saw him through the toughest of times, proving that success often comes to those who are not afraid to adapt. In the midst of adversity, Astor continued to thrive, making history in the process. John Jacob Astor, the boy who once arrived in America with nothing but a dream, was now a man standing atop a self-made empire. His relentless pursuit of success had paid off in an unprecedented fashion. Astor had done the unthinkable. He had become America's first millionaire. This was no small feat. In the early 1800s, $1 million was an astronomical sum. It was a testament to Astor's savvy, his resilience, and his unmatched entrepreneurial spirit that he had amassed such a fortune. But Astor was more than just a millionaire. He was a symbol of aspiration, a beacon of hope for those who dared to dream big. His journey was not without its challenges, but Astor was able to turn obstacles into opportunities. His wealth and status brought him influence and power. He was a respected figure in society, a man who had come from humble beginnings and risen to the top through sheer determination and hard work. His success was not just about the money, it was about the legacy he was beginning to build. Astor was not just creating wealth for himself but also a legacy that would continue to influence generations to come. His investment in real estate laid the foundation for the growth of New York City, and his patronage of the New York Public Library demonstrated his commitment to giving back to the community. Astor's story was a testament to the power of perseverance and the limitless potential of the human spirit. He proved that it was possible to rise from nothing and achieve extraordinary success. His life was a testament to the American dream, a dream that continues to inspire millions to this day. Astor had achieved the unimaginable, but he was not done yet. John Jacob Astor's story is not just about his wealth, it's about the legacy he left behind. John Jacob Astor was more than America's first millionaire. He was a visionary and a philanthropist. His wealth was not hoarded, but generously shared, shaping the face of a city and the nation. Notably, his contributions to the New York Public Library were transformative. In the early 19th century, public libraries were a rarity. The concept of free access to books and knowledge was revolutionary, but Astor believed in the power of information. He saw it as a tool for liberation, a pathway to change, and a cornerstone of democracy. He donated a significant portion of his wealth to establish the Astor Library in New York City, a precursor to the New York Public Library we know today. His investment in the library was an investment in the future, in the minds and potential of the citizens of New York. This was not just a donation of money, but a donation of opportunity. It was a clear statement that everyone, regardless of their background or social standing, should have access to the world of knowledge contained within books. The impact of Astor's philanthropy can still be felt today. The New York Public Library, a testament to his vision, is a beacon of learning that serves millions each year. It is a place where dreams are nurtured, ideas are born, and lives are transformed. Astor's legacy extends beyond the library, permeating the very fabric of New York and America. His entrepreneurial spirit, his belief in the power of the individual, and his commitment to philanthropy continue to inspire. Astor's story is a reminder that success is not just measured in dollars and cents, but in the positive impact we leave on our world. John Jacob Astor, a man who came to America with nothing, left behind a legacy that continues to shape the nation, and to think he was just an underdog with a dream.